to let y'all know, like, even before YouTube came out in 2004. And no, I think it was '04 or '05. But, I've been on the internet posting and doing stuff, taking pictures and videos before that. This right here is something that, I really wish I had videotaped this instead of taking pictures. And this was during the time of the right in the beginning of opening the Spearmint Rhino downtown LA. And during that time, used to go out there during the daytime and just pass out a ton of little lap dance vouchers and admission cards and, just to get people to the club. So every day down there, just beating the streets, man, passing out stuff. And at the same time, I was around the traffic of city people walking around in downtown LA. And with that comes a bunch of homeless people, tons of homeless people. And, I'm cool with everybody. So I would chop it up with a little bit of them. I would chop it up with them. And, but in December of, oh yeah, it's right there. Yeah, December of 2000. So 26 years ago, December of 2000, for Christmas, because they started decorating down there, I decided to just walk around and talk to them and give them $1. I said, man, I give you $1 if you just talk to me for a little bit. So I got to hear all these stories from all these different homeless people. And I wish it was on video, but what I did do was I took a picture of them. I took a picture of them holding $1. And $1 26 years ago, it had more value than it did now, and it was something that was really amazing to hear these different stories of why these people were homeless in the streets. And in comparison to these so-called homeless today, I see a big difference in between these. I see a big difference in between them. But I did take pictures and I wanted to share that with y'all. And here it is right here. Made a little video clip of this picture, still shots. He said, I can get 20 Tootsie Rolls for $1 back then. That's right. I called it Goldie's Helping Hand. So let me just press pause.
Let me hold you tight.
Did it pause? No, I'm gonna go back. So this dude right here, that was my car. So I'm glad I got that back there. That was my car back then. It was a Rover. And that's what I used to ride around with. My little sticker on the back. onedown.com. Of course, the domain is still up and strong. But this dude right here, his name was Red. And Red was a homeless brother that set up his little living quarters right outside, of the downtown Spearmint Rhino club. And he would come through and just try to work for his. And we was cool. I think I remember that he departed planet Earth. Could feel like I heard about 15 or 20 years ago, because this was 26 years ago right here. But I remember one day I was I pulled up to the club and I got out the car and I looked across the street for his little makeshift little box thing he was living in. And so I walked up to say what's happening to him. And when I walked up, I saw something that I've never seen in my life. My first time seeing it. And I looked at it so vividly and I can replay it in my head so much. I'm not sure if I took pictures of it or if I actually took video of it. But it was red in his little box. And I just got stuck, like just tunnel vision. And I watched him do the whole thing, that I see on TV, on movies. But yeah, he wrapped his arm up with that that plastic bungee stuff. And well, no, yeah, I saw him heat it up in the spoon with the fire. I saw him extract it out the spoon. I saw him shoot it up. And I remember I was just too scared to move because I didn't know if he would just like freak out. So I just stood there real still and I watched it. And yeah, once he injected it, he put it down and kind of just sat back. And then I just like creeped away. But yeah, that was the first time the only time that I've really seen that happen. And it was actually sad, to watch that go down. But yeah, that's him. That's Red. And much blessings to this brother right here. And I know he with us in spirits, watching me tell this story. And I'm sure he's okay with me telling the story because he wouldn't want to see nobody else take that path.
Ooh, let me hold you tight, if only for one night. Let me keep you near to ease away your fear. It would be so nice if only for one night. I won't tell a soul, no one has to know.
There you go. So yeah, like this dude right here, he was fun to talk to. His energy in talking matched the excitement that you see right there. He was the only word I could say starts with R, but out of political correctness, I'm not going to say it, but that's where I'm from to say that word. And you could make out most of everything he was saying, but it took a little bit. But yeah, he was fun to talk to. And yeah, this dude right here, he said he hit the streets. His folks was well off, and he was raised in like a square type of household. And I guess if I remember, he had a couple of brothers or something. And when his parents died, they were well off. What up, Big Sale? Good to see you, bro. Thank you for tapping in. When his folks passed away, his mom passed and then his dad passed. And when his dad passed away, he was extremely well off. He was the square out of his brothers, but his dad left him like all the money. He said he just couldn't deal with it, so he just left. He said he just stepped into the streets, did not move forward with anything regarding the money. And he said he just was going to live his life in the streets. He didn't want to deal with the pressure of his pops leaving him the money. And he was a good dude. And that's me, obviously. Just paying this brother right here for his talent on the street. He would just draw people. So I just felt, it'd be a good deed to contribute to his craft. And I think there's a picture coming up. Let me see right there. So that picture was one of my business cards at the time. And if you look at it, on the right-hand side, it says Butt Hunt Magazine. And that was an online magazine that I had put together that I was doing. over 26 years ago. Butt Hunt magazine. It was an adult magazine online, and also tied in with my agency. Yeah. And this dude right here, I told him, I said, man, you look like Sean Connery. And he'd made the Sean Connery voice dead on. And you can even see, you can hear Sean Connery coming out of him if you know who Sean Connery is. This lady, she stepped away from her whole family. She said she left her kids, everybody just stepped out. And this dude, he he pretty much just knew how to say thank you. He really wasn't able to really put sentences together. And a lot of these people, you can see it. You can see it in them without them saying anything. He said he lost a business with a partner and just stepped into the streets. A lot of these cats, it was them by choice stepping into the streets. And I wouldn't really believe it if I didn't really talk to these people, you know. And this lady right here, she was in a bad relationship and left and found more, I guess, safety or something, she said, just in the streets. So that's what she was at. And she said that's what she going to be at. Yeah, and it's 26 years ago. Sometimes I feel like going back downtown to see if I just see any of them, but I don't really think that's possible. I don't know if they would be. I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather hope that they made it off the streets than, departed. But yeah. So that is when I look at soft white underbelly, I say to myself, man, I was doing this way before then. What if I would have just stuck with it? When they say, I must have missed something. What's the significance of the dollar? Oh, the dollar, that was just me 26 years ago, man. I was walking around in downtown LA, man, just chopping it up with the homeless people during December, Christmas, and just having them talk to me. Just tell me their little story, not little story, but tell me their life story.